Hey friends, Ernie here with the Trader of Futures. That's right. And another Bitcoin analysis. It's getting dreadful, but I gotta ask the question. Is Bitcoin alive and going to 50,000? Is it dormant or is it dead? The truth always lies somewhere in the middle. However, that's what most of the cryptoverse is pondering right now. Of course, they're trying like heck to talk it up, saying it's going to 50,000. We have the BitMEX CEO thinking still that if something happens like an ETF or some other monumental thing happens from now to the end of the year, we could very well go to 50,000. Their dreams are built of hope. And hope, my friends, is not a strategy. Hope will not bring Bitcoin to 50,000. Hope won't do it. It's as simple as that. We have some of our major publications, financial publications, that are really making an effort to try to talk it up, like Forbes and Bloomberg. And of course, CNBC, we know that they are an unabashed shill for Bitcoin or some Bitcoin whales. All of them trying to talk it up. Yet the volume keeps on declining, and rapidly. If it weren't for these pump and dump schemes, these whales that are continually trying to pump the price up, there would be no volume at all. The G20 doesn't even have it on their docket for their end of July meeting. And they had promised that they would at least look into it. And they may have. But based on their schedule for the end of July meeting, doesn't mean very much to them. Bitcoin rose to prominence, and I mean the real prominence that it had enjoyed over the past year, not the previous 5 or 6 years where it slowly gained some organic growth. It rose to prominence because of one very important reason. There was an exceptional level of hype that was put out there because people discovered that there was, or apparently there was, no regulatory constraints. And so with that, all the scamsters and fraudsters just piled in and just started to pump this thing up, and it became a feeding frenzy. ICOs were out of control. Now all the ICOs today are based on being securities, and they're following regulatory scrutiny. Because if they don't, they're going to be in a load of trouble. The biggest stories that are out there are things like IBM announcing this big $750 million deal with the Australian government over the next 5 years. Apparently they're going to improve. I don't know what they're going to improve. The article wasn't very clear. That's it. There's not much going on in Bitcoin world. Again, I have to emphasize that I think that the technology has merit somewhere down the line, but right now, corporations are struggling like heck to try to figure out how they're going to profit, what kind of return on their investment they're going to get from Bitcoin, because it's not just a simple, hey, let's put an app on the blockchain. No. It's a fundamental shift and change in their business models, unless they can apply it to a very specific use case. And even then, it's going to require that they hire significant resources, people, with a tremendous amount of experience to be able to guide them through this, with no real hope that they're going to actually receive a competitive advantage. It has not yet been proven at all. So I see Bitcoin and cryptos hibernating for quite some time. We're going to have to revitalize that organic growth. We need to shed away all those fraudsters and scammers. And that's going to be tough because they collected and extorted so much money that they can hang around for a long time, continuing their scam. So we need a real drop. We need to get rid of all these really, the only business that has made any sense in crypto up to this point is mining. And that's it. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're mining for what? You're mining for the sake of mining. You're mining with the hopes that the price is going to go up. But as price goes down, there is no hope for mining at all. Mining has zero future if price does not rise dramatically and that adoption starts increasing, which is not happening. As a matter of fact, it's decreasing dramatically. And like I said, if it weren't for the pumpers, the whales that are sitting there propping this market up, there would be no volume in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. Simple as that. Bitcoin, in my view, at least for the time being, is as good as dead, but let's just say that it will hibernate, it will hang around for a while until something of substance may emerge. I didn't say it will, may emerge. And in the meantime, I don't know. I mean, from an investor's point of view, would I invest in it? No friggin' way. It's just no way. If it reaches down to, say, $2,000, $1,000, sure, I'll throw some in there. It's worth the lottery ticket. That's about it. There are so many other great things that are going on in the financial markets and in stocks and the opportunity that make Bitcoin irrelevant. And that's the way it was. See you next video.